What's up, contractors? I'm about to critique a random contracting company's website, and it's all dependent on what these two wheels tell me to do. All right, so we're going for a custom home builder in Indy. Now, home building is changing, right? Because it used to be a lot of people would want to come in, build their own home, but now as a custom home builder, it's really going more towards like spec homes and developing neighborhoods and then selling them on the back end. So we'll walk you through we'll pick a website, see if it's any good, go through the bad, and talk a bit about more of, depending on what they're trying to really accomplish in this business, we'll see if the website gets that across. So let's just choose the top one. That's probably gonna get clicked on the most. Taylor Homes. Oh, damn. Okay. So, here we go. I don't even know if I need to say it, but the very first thing that when you come in is you want to not see this. Let me see if there's a home button. Welcome. Okay. So now we have a home button. Builds on your land. Need land? We can help. Okay. So here's the thing, is when you first come into a website on a homepage, you want to guide people down the right direction. So what they're saying is, we'll build you a home on your land, but if you need land, give us a call. The first thing, there should be two buttons. The first button should say, let me click on that, builds on your land. Maybe that is a button. I'm confused from the get-go. Rapid request, I'd like more information. Man, there's a cluttered website. Taylor, I'm sorry, man. If you guys are watching this, you're not gonna like the rest of this. Request more information. Home building is an unbelievably long process, right? I know my parents personally, they built their home that they're in right now. I talked to them, I said, what made you want to go through building a home or building a custom home? They said, for about 3 or 4 years, we couldn't find the home that we wanted, so we finally decided to just start from scratch. Then from the time that we decided to do it, we spent over a year just thinking about different things of what we wanted in the house, looked at different books, different walkthroughs, and then finally by the time that we did that, after over a year, we finally hired an architect. And then after going through all that, we finally hired a home builder. So the entire process was like 6 years long. So you gotta somehow get in front of people over and over and over and over and over for 6 years. So what we're finding with one of our clients, which I'll show you his site, it's tough to come on in and immediately go for get a quote on your house, right? Because a lot of people, when they're trying to find a home builder, they don't want to get sold to 6 years in advance. You gotta kind of fluff them for a very long time. So I'll walk you through what that may look like. Website looks kind of older. I would have something that's like, usually custom home building is synonymous with luxury and higher end. It doesn't necessarily have to be by any means. I mean, custom homes are not necessarily like just for the ultra wealthy. A lot of times you just want it more personalized, right? So if that's the case, that you're just going for, it's a normal house, but it's just, custom, then you're fine. If you're going for a bit higher end, you got to kind of associate what other really high end brands are out there and kind of align yourself more like them. So if you think, okay, like for example, most of my customers or the people that are contacting us, they all drive, for example, let's just say like, I don't know, a Maserati. It's like some really high scale car. I would look at Maserati's website and see, is it very simple? Is it very cluttered? And whatever that is, keep that in mind when you actually build your website, because the brands that people normally associate themselves with, so if all your clients are associating themselves with Apple products, your website needs to look more like an Apple website, because that's what your clients are used to, okay? So I know it's crazy to think about, but just put that in your head, and over the next 6 months to a year, you'll start to kind of see that more and more, that the brands that your clients generally go to, that's what you need to almost like revolve yourself around, all right? So coming in, there's a lot of different things popping up. Chat here, request more information, why build with us. Our floor plans is always a big one. What we've noticed with Stonehill's website is people usually come in and the first thing they want to see is either the portfolio page or the floor plans, okay? So those are really important pages on the for a home builder, because people need to know, can you even like build the house that I want? Or do you even have the home that I'm envisioning? So you need to really have a pretty solid gallery, and looks like you got photo tour, video tour, interactive designer. That's pretty smart. Floor plans, see all the different layouts. You know, I'm 27. I know when I'm looking at apartments, I look at all the different floor plans because it just helps me visualize where everything can go. So as a custom home builder, that's pretty big. So good job on having that. Welcome to Taylor Homes. Kind of an older video. It's good that you have video, and it's good that you introduce yourself. I would update it a little bit because it looks like it was, you know, probably done maybe 10 years ago. Just a little bit more fresh. Easy financing, high quality construction management. Check out our team. I mean, I would look at this like Paul's head is cut off. Stephanie's face is taking up the whole screen. I would just make this more, this is black and white. Just if you can, I know it's kind of tough with companies sometimes, get just consistent photos of them, right? Like just keep the branding the same. Contact us today. Client testimonials. Like these, like Ron and Kim, like they don't necessarily look like real pictures per se. Like this is, yeah, I don't know. Like I can't tell if it's real or not. And if I can't tell, then a homeowner is not going to be able to tell. You want to show transparency, all right? That's really what it comes down to. Is good that they actually have a blog to keep up to date. Education is empowerment in this world, in the contracting world. The more that you can educate your clients on how you operate and the things that go on in your world, the better off you're going to be when you actually have to position yourself as the go-to contractor because they trust you, right? You're the one that's been actually educating and helping them along the way. Areas we service. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to necessarily, that's a lot of towns. Wouldn't go through all that. We'll just give some of the basic towns and that's about it. So let's look at steps to building. Why build with us? Oh man, that's a lot of why build with us. Our floor plans, where we build. Let's just do the building process, 'cause that's what I want to know. What's the overall process look like? Okay, so we got a video. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you have this, and it's awesome that it lays the whole thing out because I can't imagine it's changed too much. People want stuff that is new and hip, right? We're in 2019 right now. If you're still showing stuff from 2005, it doesn't really do as well, so update it. Keep it closer to the times with quality and what people are really asking for. But I do like how they have that. Pre-construction, foundation, framing, rough mechanicals. Okay, so this is, usually I would say this is way too cluttered. In this case though, this is a really big deal, right? People want to know what it's like to actually, build this. And this is realistically more of a blog post than like the home building process than necessarily a sales page. But it does lay everything out. It's not overwhelming by any means because this is a pretty lengthy process. So I like that it does go in depth on this. Let me check out the floor plans page. Viewer model homes. Contemporary. Let's check out the ranch style homes. Cool, and it looks nice that you can actually block this out. So super useful website. It seems like they're doing a good job with educating people, helping them along the way, letting them pick, you want 2 beds, 2 baths, you want 4 and 3, whatever you want. We can actually show you and lay it all out so you get to see some of our basic plans. So I like that. Taylor Homes, good job on that. The whole thing just needs a bit of an update. The actual content itself, pretty well done. So good job on that. What we did with Greg is we're actually in the process of redoing it. So with him, he's more of a luxury home builder up in Northern Virginia. So we're going for the nice big, dark, luxury look. So that's kind of what we're going for with him. This is a page that's going to come out soon, so it's not quite done yet, but I'll show you exactly what we're doing and why. We go for the emotion. Why would somebody want a custom home? just like with my parents, what they said was we just couldn't find one that actually fit what we wanted. So I literally spoke about that. Build a home the way that you want, fully customize your home so it fits your lifestyle, right? So that's really what we wanted to go for on this. Just a couple basics of working with us. With home building, we didn't really want to overdo it on this page because this is more just a sales page and saying, look, we can help you out. We have a whole blog section that we update every other week that just teaches them more and more stuff if they want to get more into the weeds of it, but just keep this super basic, super high end. Show a couple pictures of some nice homes that we've done. Come down, you got your portfolio right there. We make it easy, your custom built home in 4 easy steps. This is not an easy process. Any home builder knows that. But when you can lay it out and just go, look, this is really the plan. Step 1 is do this, step 2 is do that, step 3, so that's really what we want, right? Nice and easy, nice and simple. Why us? A nice video talking about, are we the right fit? Yes or no? But really, it's just an emotional play. We're gonna build a home as if we were gonna be moving into it. And this is actually a video of Greg walking through and showcasing a brand new home, spec home that they built. One thing that we did want to do is we have a guide, right? Here's a guide to buying your dream home. Why do we have that? It's because this sales cycle is so long, right? We want to get them into our world, get them onto our email list, so that way, if they want to buy a custom home, but they're literally in the initial stages, and maybe they're 3 years out, well, if they get an email every 2 weeks from Stonehill for 3 years, guess who they're going to go to when it's finally time to build? Stonehill, right? Get them into your world, get them in there soon, and nearly like when they're first searching, because if you can keep getting in front of them over and over and over, when they're finally ready to buy, there's only one home building company that they're going to go to, and that's Stonehill, right? A couple of testimonials, and then just if they are ready to talk, let's talk. All right, that's really what we went for here. Overall, with Taylor Homes, it's just the layout just could be a bit more updated and a bit less cluttered. However, the actual information on the website is pretty well done. So if you're a homeowner, make sure that your website really tailors to what exactly it is that you want people to do. So if your first goal is to really get them to, buy land and we can help, then, and that's like part of your sales process, then it makes sense to have that there. But if that's just kind of a nice add-on, I wouldn't put that front and center, put that elsewhere, okay? So think about your sales process, how people actually buy, because this is an unbelievably long process. So look at yours, see if it helps somebody at each step of the buying process, or at least a way that they can learn more about that step and learn from you. And then again, think about the why people are going and getting a custom home. And when you could talk about that, whether it's all the homes in your area, let's say you're in a city, they've already built up, and at this point, all you can do is pick a plot of land way out in the sticks and build a new home. Then speak about that. Just think of why your customers are specifically in your area calling you. And when you talk about that on your website, you'll start to convert more and more people into just visitors on your website to actual leads. All right? Hope that all helps. Thanks.